cocaine and THC.
Come up, Mr. Wyckoff.
Okay. I may be very wrong, so what I would do, the one that did 4, 1, 5, 6. Okay.
What's your calendar?
Well, on the 6th, I only have 2 cases. So, and on the 5th, I have 3.
Your client, hey, Joseph, I'm gonna put you on, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
Let's try the, which would you prefer?
Joseph,
He's away.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then I'll come in.
I have your client here, Mr. Wyckoff, with me.
Yes, Judge.
We sent him for another drug test today.
Yes.
He tested positive for cocaine
And THC.
and THC.
All right, Judge. Are you going to?
I mean, how can I let him go when he's testing positive for cocaine?
I've talked to him.
The last, you didn't give me
Just
no
numerous
window.
times.
The last test was confirmed negative, Judge, or it was positive just for THC.
Your last test here tested positive for only THC. And now you're testing positive for cocaine.
Using, I probably been on my pants or
Don't
something.
even, I don't want you to say anything,
Haven't
but
been using. I was just in here.
everybody
Friday.
using? I don't want you to use alcohol or illegal drugs.
I haven't been.
And you just tested positive again for cocaine. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. Goes with you. Joseph, he'll pop up on tomorrow's docket, and I guess I'll reach out to you then and we'll see how we go forward.
Stop talking.
I'll be in the
Of course.
courthouse, Judge, so I can just stop by.
All right. Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Doing great. So you were on bond for an assault case, and now you've picked up a new case. You've picked up a criminal mischief. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So Mr. Sims was appointed to represent you on the assault. He's now also going to represent you on the criminal mischief. I have no idea what happened. So we're going to do probable cause real quick because I want to see what happened, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes, Judge. On December 12th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to an apartment complex regarding a disturbance. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the property manager, who stated she was working inside the leasing office when she received a call from a resident stating there was a man breaking windows inside the apartment complex. The complainant stated she left immediately and saw the defendant walk up to a unit and smash the front window with a closed fist and elbow. The complainant stated the defendant then walked into his apartment, a next door unit, and the complainant stated she recognized the defendant and has had multiple issues with him in the past. The complainant stated both the front windows of the 2 next door units were destroyed, and each window would cost $1,000 to fix, so a total of $2,000.
So I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You know, we gave you a PR bond. All we asked you to do was not get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case.
Sir, I have an illness. I kind of had my house got broken into.
But I don't want to talk about the case because we've got a bunch of DAs here, and then whatever you say, they can use against you. But what we can do now is I don't know how to go forward with this. You know, all I know is that we've asked you not to pick up a new case, and you've picked up a new case. And all I want, Mr. Said, is I want my county safe. That's it. And I don't know how to go forward. So perhaps we get a TRAS done to see how we go forward. In the interim, let's see what state says about, you know, your lawyer had worked out a great offer for you on the first case where it was going to be a mental health diversion program where if you get a little help, they were going to dismiss the case. I don't know how we're going to go forward now because of this new case. We need a little bit of time to figure out how we're going to go forward though. So I know you want to get out, but
I want to get help.
I don't know how comfortable I feel giving you another PR bond. We gave you one and here we are again. If I give you another one, what's going to happen? It's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer, but That's what I'm thinking now. If I give you another PR bond, what's going to happen? Who do you have here in your life that's here to help you?
My father, mother, sister. cousin.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is this, is that I'd like to get in, perhaps Mr. Sims can get in touch with your family to see how best we also go forward. You know, I don't know who you're living with. I don't know whether they're able to, you know,
You have your own apartment, correct? He lives by himself in his own apartment.
yeah, I still would like to reach out to your family to see how we go forward. The other thing is this, is that normally when we have cases like this, I forbid you from going back to the apartment complex.
That's what I was gonna put you on, Judge. I will need to speak to the leasing officer. I don't know if they will still want him. I don't know if they're planning to evict him because the 2 units that he caused damage to were in the apartment complex that he lives in. So I don't know how.
And I'll tell you, I don't know.
Do you want me to step out and? check?
No. I mean, because nothing's gonna happen right now anyway. So I guess reach out to them, see what their feelings are on the matter. Now, we're not gonna take a long time to do this, Mr. Said, but I don't know how to go forward and we need to figure it out the best way for you so that we don't want this to happen again. And we don't want something even more catastrophic to happen. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Sims to reach out to your family. We'll also see about getting you with a TRAS to see how we also go forward with this as well. And then with the state to see if they're still okay with the mental health PTI, okay? So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that it's gonna take a couple days to get this done. Okay,
I don't think I have a lot of health problems. One of them,
I'll let you talk with Mr. Sims and he can tell you, he can tell me what and how to go forward, okay? But I don't want you to say anything now because like I said, I don't want you to get in further trouble, okay? I wanted to bring you out to let you know the roadmap and how we're gonna go forward, okay?
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
thank you. Hi. I saw that you had another one here. Oh, are we doing a plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Romero Javier, come up.
Order in the court.
Was restitution paid?
We're not able to pay restitution. The state has,
No.
the state hasn't contacted the complainant in 2 years, Judge.
Question. Because here it says on 12/2, $250 restitution was due before the time served was offered.
I talked to Morgan. I talked to Morgan about this.
Yes, Judge, and he's correct. The last time that the complaint has been contacted is 2022, and so we haven't been able to reach out again. We haven't been able to get in contact.
Have you attempted to reach out to the complaining witness?
We can reach out if you want us to. We can reach out.
You haven't reached out?
Since the last work we have is from 2022, Your Honor. And so we can.
I mean, we reset this from 12/2 to 12/9 to 12/16, 3 different times. And not once has the complaining witness ever been attempted to be reached? Am I getting that right, Alex?
That's correct, Your Honor, not since 2022.
Judge, this complaint was read in 2022 by Mr. Morse and defense advice. And last time we approached regarding this case, we said that, restitution and take a plea. But defense has advised me that he can't pay the $250.
No, it's not fair. I mean,
The state attempts to get a hold of them again and just simply can't. Will that be okay for the court?
they have before. That's always been
I understand that. The complainant has not attempted to follow up and contact them and ask about the
they've
250.
never even reached out since the last 3 settings. I guess Alex, reach out to see if that's still correct, But I'm gonna tell you now, it's not fair. that there's an accident, there's restitution, everybody should be made whole, and that's it. It can always be done through probation as well, but I mean, yeah, can you give me 2 minutes?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
see.
Yes, sir.
The husband who said the vehicle was totaled and
Come up, sir.
the amount that he told me is actually $500 deductible, and he's gonna send that document by the end of today.
Okay,
So
it is what it is, but I'm,
The 4th or the 6th?
you know, Mr. Romero,
Sir.
I want you to understand something that Harris County, we have so many people here and we have so many accidents. It's ridiculous. We have car insurance for a reason. When you have, and when you're driving, you're expected to maintain and follow the law. One of those is maintain liability car insurance, because when you don't and you get into an accident, there are very, very big consequences. Let's say, for example, somehow someone goes out, gets into an accident and kills someone. Who do you think they're going to come after? Right. And they will get a judgment, and then just who knows what they can attach, who knows how much they can sue you for. And when that happens, you'll never recover from it. That's why for $40 to $50 a month, you get insurance that protects you in the event. They can also give you a lawyer to help you with these types of cases when there's something that happens. But God forbid something catastrophic really happens and ruins your life because of it. I routinely get emails where people come to me and say, hey, how do I get help here? I've gotten into an accident. They're suing me for $50,000. And I now have to go hire a lawyer, and I don't have any money to go hire a lawyer. What do? This is real life. This is what you do. Now, in this case here, there is a deductible of how much?
$500.
That's part of the agreement. So that's something that it was part of the agreement when they initially did this. So you're working, right?
Not completely, sir. Since,
Why not?
Since what's called the winter came, we got laid off. So all I've been doing, I've been going to Home Depot, and sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't.
You have an ID.
No,
Have you ever tried to go get an ID? An ID?
I'm not from here.
You're not a citizen, Judge.
Yeah, I got laid off because of the winter, and all I've been going to Home Depot. And sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't. And that's the only way, what I'm saying, I'm able to, in a sort of way, maintain paying bills.
You have children.
Yes, sir.
How are you supporting your children, man?
But the same way. I'm going by Home Depot, sending them money to them because I'm not with them.
There are other ways. Find a trade. I'm sure that you have friends that are either carpenters, brick masons, something other where you can learn a trade, be good at it,
Sir.
make a name for yourself, and you can really make some money. Hanging out at Home Depot, waiting for someone that's not the one to find.
I mean, I hear you, sir. I hear you, but like you say, I've been going through like companies here. Trust me, I've been going everywhere. And my last resource, my last option is to go right there because, that's the only way that I can find something at the moment while I'm waiting for something to happen.
Judge, I'd like to see what documentation complainant can come with. So we can see the validity of that. If that is something that they're truly gonna want as a condition of anything, we have to put it on like a
Well,
probation.
I mean, it's
That's trial,
Are you okay with bypassing that? Are you okay with bypassing the deductible and just going forward with it?
I believe so, Judge.
The problem is, Mr. Ramirez, how is it fair?
It's not fair.
Why?
not fair, sir. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm willing to like pay for my crime, pay.
But that's not what it's about. I get it. But the problem is now all you're doing is you're making your life more difficult in the process. You know,
Yes, sir.
the more convictions you get, the harder it becomes to get a job. And the harder it becomes to get a job, all you're doing is you're continually shooting yourself in the foot over and over and over. This life can be either a great journey or it could be an awful journey.
Yes, sir.
And the more convictions you get,
The harder it is.
think before you act. Think before you speak. It's not hard. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You need to realize that. Don't get into a car if you don't have insurance. If you don't have a license, don't get into a car. I will have jurisdiction over you for the next 5 years. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
State, you okay with going forward?
Yes, Your Honor, we would be fine with the time served on the FSGI in exchange for the dismissal on the UCW, and we can waive rest.
And then as far as the weapon is forfeited, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the weapon will be forfeited. You're not going to get this weapon back. Do you understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. This is going to go on your record, like I said, and it's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? This can also have immigration consequences as well. If you're not a citizen, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. If you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail, it's only a matter of time before ICE gets a hold of you and you'll be stuck like Chuck in there. Do you understand? You better live with a freaking halo because you have a lot to lose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. You cannot change this. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of failure to stop and give information? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the 3 days in jail, credit for the time that you've done, is it 2 days? 9 days in jail, credit for the 3 days that you've done. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Will.
I'm not pronouncing it right.
No, you're close enough. So
Cases of theft and the POM.
come up, Mr. Disseling, or Delisleen.
How do you pronounce your last name?
I'm not going to play this game with you.
Yes, sir.
You continue to take off. The only reason we have you pick up a new case. It's a third bond that you've got. I'm not going to do this again. You pick up a third case or you violate conditions again, I'm going to go bonkers. Do you understand? Can you tell me where the theft was from, Alex, please?
Target. The alleged theft was from Target.
Then we're going to Target. I'm making that a condition of your bond. You're not to have any weapons. We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Elena. She tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging. I'm telling you, at some point, someone is going to stop honing the money to get you out. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm just no going to any Target, no weapons, and that's it. Just stay in contact with you, and then we're happy.
Sounds perfect.
So, all right, come on, man. It's Brown.
All right. Thank you.
All right, don't leave until you sign our bond conditions. Yes, states.